Greetings, Sabati. Doing a pop-up live. Welcome to Kiy NY007. What's up to all the new people? Hey again to anyone returning, whether you catch this live stream or if you catch the replay later. I appreciate your time and feedback. Participation is welcome here and needed and appreciated. We get started shortly. Greetings, Avadi. Welcome to Kiy NY007. Where's my... You tell by the title, I'm basically wanted to just do a shorter pop-up live. Moisten my lips. Don't want to talk with dry lips. Dry. All right. Lots been going on. Lots been happening out here in my world, but also in yours. Life and death, trials and tribulations. I want to kind of put a little bit of a humorous spin on some of life's serious things that are going on. And it's tending to have an effect on everyone. So whatever I'm talking about may seem a little isolated at times, but it's something that we're all pretty much dealing with right now with a lot of changes, a lot of things going on in the streets and coming back home. So I just had it laying on me to go on about some things. First off, I do want to talk about a little bit about funerals. I've talked about this before. I've talked about death and how we interpret death and how we show out when someone passes away. I don't know if y'all got to know what I'm talking about. I don't know if some of y'all there with it yet, but us to have elevated minds and mindsets tend to really see things for what they really are and not the nonsense or the games that people play with us. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, how we're still living and we do have those that have passed on. Like with myself recently, losing loved ones that are dear to me, at the same time, I'm going to take what they had when they were here and that they were giving us and use that and put that forward. So that's what I want to do. What I want to do is understand what's going on with funerals, with these Black funerals. They're stuffing the deceased now and sitting them posing and taking pictures and you dance around them. Sometimes I don't know if I'm at a funeral or if I'm at a night at the Apollo. So pardon me because I got questions and y'all come on in. Maybe I can help answer them. Uh, I want to just laugh some of this stuff off though, so that would be great. But how are y'all doing? I hope y'all are doing well, you know. And if not, what am I supposed to do? What you want me to do? I'm playing, but I hope everybody's doing good. I'm well. I'm here. I'm well. So you're here. Your ears, your eyes is all right. We're here. So we're about being thankful. Celebrate your life now, because when you pass, people may celebrate your life. Celebrate your life now. If you have a deceased loved one or someone that's on the edge right now, just keep in mind that you still have to keep on living. Let that help you get through your emotions. Don't hold your emotions in, but learn and work through them. Timelines. I don't know what's going on with timelines. It seems like when something's already going on, you got more stuff going on top of that, right? As if you don't have enough. But I do believe that the universe knows what you can take and knows what's given to you. And what you put out there is what you're going to get back. I talk about this all the time, so this shouldn't be nothing new. I do believe in manifesting things and bringing them into your life. But I also do believe in not bringing the wrong people into your life, because they can help destroy you. That's not what we do here. Again, this is Kiy NY007. We almost at 900 subscribers. I see I just earned maybe about 100 subscribers in the last week, so that's pretty good. I'm cammed up. I'm standing up. I'm rocking back and forth. What's up? But I hope y'all doing good. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Even though I know y'all didn't ask, but thank you. So just want to talk about some things with things that are going on. Again, I've talked about some of this. It does have an effect on everyone. Whatever's going on in the streets can have an effect on you too. So just being mindful of that. Why is it that we feel the need to outgrieve each other when you're going through something? You notice that? Y'all probably noticed it too. This is we on YouTube, right? Wherever else we go or at to use to stream. It's like people, instead of just grieving and, oh, okay, yeah, I could be an ear for you. It's like, no, I'm feeling worse than you. People ask how you're doing. Before you even tell them how you're doing, they're already talking about something else because they want you to cater to them. That's been a lot of my life. Like, I'm always thinking about somebody else. I always got to cater to someone else. But it's like, how am I feeling? You know what I'm saying? And when we are around people, you want to be around the right people. If not, you better off by yourself. I'm not somebody that comes on saying, oh, you need to have friends. You don't got no friends. No, you need to have the right people in your life or forget about it. It ain't even going to make no difference. Y'all know when your phone rings, just by the name that comes up, you can already predetermine what kind of conversation they about to bring, right? I can't allow toxicity in my life. It creeps in a little bit, but the door can be cracked because I want people to know I'm reachable. Just like here on YouTube, I'm reachable, y'all. My email is in my about section. I'm reachable. I'm going to talk about things that you may not want to talk about on here sometimes. I got an email. Try me out sometimes. I learn about everything. So many different things, not every single thing, but a lot of different things. Every day is a learning experience. Every day you still learn something new about somebody. Whether you wanted to know or not, you're going to learn something about somebody today. But let's seize the moment and take advantage of the life we live today is the point and the purpose. Because even when you're at your lowest points, when you think people should be understanding and get what you're saying and where you're coming from, they don't. They may, but they need the attention put on them. Arguing back and forth, all this stuff starts off like this. Different ways, but this is how we're going to start it off. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is going on. Sorry for your. Oh man, wish it was different terms. It's good to see you again. Too bad it's on these terms. We all too busy to see each other until somebody die. You're also busy to got so much else going on until it's too late. Sometimes we have time. We can make time. By the way, if you stick around my channel too, you'll learn that time doesn't even exist anyways. The further we learn about space, the further in space you go out, time just speeds up. You can age the further you go in space. You age like this. We're down here where it's not that bad. I should say bad, but our time is what it is. So I just want to talk about some of that too. And why it is the way it is. I'm not sure if it has to do with our race, some of us, or what we've been taught, what we think this is. But I know I want to seize life more grab it by the balls, the ball stack or whatever it is. Does life have balls? Because women, as a woman, I don't have balls, but it takes balls sometimes to do what I've done in my life and what I'm working on to do now. So yeah, that's fine. Find another term, I'll use that. But what is that with the whole thing where we want to out grieve each other? I've been at plenty of funerals and it's almost like someone's grieving, right? And then someone else has to grieve. And I get it, but it starts to be a competition. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it starts to get competitive. You hear the grieving. Oh man, yeah, well, yeah, I knew her longer than you. Well, why don't we do the arrangements like this? Like, nah, I don't want to do it like that. I want to. Then you argue and bicker. I've gotten petty too, so I can't just put it on everybody else. I've gotten petty. I'm petty about pictures. Don't touch pictures I have. And I don't even want you asking for a copy. I don't know what that is. Am I starting to develop what I've been around? Pictures, it's like it's a picture. The person's gone, but still, if that person's in the picture, don't even touch it. Just, don't even touch it. Don't touch my pictures, please. I feel like pictures are such a part of our lives. It's like that captured moment. And maybe that's all we have, but that's all I have. And I want that. And you're not going to touch it. You're not going to tamper with that. So please just be mindful. I've realized in recent years, I'm very picture petty. I'm picture petty. Those are my pictures. And yes, I'm being petty about it. Why is it that so much of the arguing and bickering can take place? And you might be like, oh, were they arguing while they were doing arrangements? Maybe they, people argue and go back and forth. No, the casket be right there. Casket right there. You may ask, okay, well, was the loved one in it? Maybe you just would buy a casket, but tensions flip. No, the person's laying right there looking like y'all so dumb. I wonder when people go away and transcend, or as they're transcending, do they hear the BS that we're still on in this life? The pettiness that we put on each other as if that's making something better for somebody else. It's not. I also have a question. Let me take this off. I'm getting hot. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I talk to myself too, like some people do. And I like to throw a quick answer sometimes just to make myself laugh. I don't know why it is. I don't know why it is. Grieving. Everyone grieves differently, but we pretty much have a lot of commonalities with our grieving. We do a lot of it the same. But there's just something about its competitiveness. Like the funerals these days, we have marching bands and stuff. Like times I had to get out the way. I didn't know the marching band was going to even fit where we were. So I had to move out the way so they can go, and don't put your hand up because they're going to bring you up front. They think you have something to say. Like, no, I don't have anything. And if I do, somebody's going to think I'm in competition. When you're talking about deceased people, it's like it's a competition now. They just start competing. I don't want to compete over the deceased. I still want to grab life by the balls, okay? I miss you when you're gone, but I don't want to fight because you're gone. All we have is our decisions that we make while we're living. There's nothing for me to bicker about with someone else, but I watch it go on. There's so many families, people listening or that will come. Your family has done it too. And if not, they may. And I don't wish it on nobody. It's just something to do with grieving and being sad that other people tend to use that as vulnerability sometimes. It's like it's vulnerability or it becomes competition. I don't want to compete with your grief. That means, who can get sadder? Who can get louder? Who got the most to say about? That's not what it's about. And how we act and get so petty. You got to think about the person that's there. We really have to think about the person that is deceased that we're saying we miss. Didn't mean to do that. We all know we have a day. We all know we have a day to come. And wait, where's my hand? Okay, hey. So I just feel like the better we deal with it, just the better the outcome will be. Another thing, I don't like funerals. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, I know we're not supposed to just start popping and locking, but I would rather some more up-tempo songs. Like whenever you're at someone's funeral, the less closeness you have with them, maybe the better you're grieving. Because of course, the more you know someone, the more they might have impacted your life. My thing is the sadder the songs, it's almost like they play a song, right? And it'll be like, I'm gone. I ain't coming back no more. I'm gone. You'll never, ever, 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 ever gonna see me again. And those type of songs bring you down more, but it's like, okay, it's almost like they want to pull more emotion out of you. And they're not satisfied at these churches. We're Baptist, with us Pentecostal. We love our Kojic churches, Church of God in Christ, all these great churches, right? You're not leaving until you feel some pain, okay? You can come in there and be like, oh no, I'm good. You sure you don't want a tissue? No, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you. Grab a tissue on your way in before you sit down. You don't even have to know the person in the casket. You're just trying to come for somebody else. Or you might have went to the wrong funeral. Like I've known people to do that. If they don't get that tear out of you, you wait till the next choir song start to sing. You wait till that organ get to playing. Because they're going to draw it out. And it seems like it ain't over until you start weeping too. That's just how it is. I don't know. We want to do this. Black funerals. Black funerals are some of the interesting and somewhat confusing services I've ever attended. A year or two ago, I said, I'm not even going to any more funerals. I said, I'm just not going. So I hope it's not somebody that I know really well because I'm going to feel obligated. Then as soon as I felt obligated, I found out that y'all be live streaming now at funerals. So I don't have to go. But you ain't safe watching no live stream either. They got live streaming right here on YouTube. You ain't safe because they're going to bring out that song and it's something with the spirit and it kind of gets to you sometimes, right? But the whole thing, it almost feels competitive. It feels like it's just a competition. And if the competition's prize is bringing that dead person back to life, then I'd be for it. It's not going to do anything. It's really not. We start treating other family members a little different that weren't as close to the deceased, or so we think. Because the funny thing is, you don't know what somebody did for somebody in their darkest hour. Some of us think that somebody's only going to tell us when they're going through something. Nah, sometimes they go to someone else. I like to be a confidant for people. I do. But sometimes you may want to go to someone else. And that's your choice. See, that's why I don't really wear spandex type of stuff either. I really don't. I'll be switching up my attire, trying to just get into some new different things as I'm doing new and different things on here. So yeah, we'll see if it's working. But I look at that as part of my sacrifice. I don't believe in sacrificing people, but I do believe in sacrificing yourself. When's the last time you thought of what you can do for someone while we're living? Not in death, not sacrifice of animals. What is the animal doing while they're alive? That's the same thing I feel that we got to tap into. So that's basically some of just what I wanted to say and just share. When your heart is heavy, you got to watch who you're around. I put that in the thumbnail. Also, the company you keep is going to make a difference. I think with us, at times we feel like we're obligated to be around certain people. If your blood is shared or whatever it is, we have to be around these people. You don't have to be around nobody. You don't have to be around nobody. There's people that still hold dear to me. I can't be around them like that. Why? Because their spirit isn't right. How you know? Because of the way I feel. Sometimes we feel like we can keep coming around people because we can't put our finger on what it is about them that doesn't seem right. So if we can't convince ourselves of it, then it doesn't exist. It does. Here on my channel, I'm going to be trying to make efforts on y'all feeling someone's energy. The better you get at that, you'll feel it from miles and miles away. You can get so good at it that someone can bring someone's name up to you and you'll know whether or not you need to even be dealing with them or not. Oh, you know who I ran into? They need your number. They want your address. Oh, you know who I saw? They said, give them a call. Me, I have a hard time saying no. I still do, but I gotten a lot better with it. Actually, I don't think I have that issue anymore. We'll see. No is a sentence. When you tell someone no, for whatever reason, you feel like you're obligated to give a reason on it. No, I don't think so. Well, why? They almost do a double take. Did you just say no? You're not gonna let me impose on your life? Did you just say no? You usually don't say anything. You usually agree. You usually just go with the flow. I know you didn't just say no. That's what you got to do sometimes. And you go by people's reactions because their reactions let you know how they feel about you anyway. How do you feel about me? The most, put it like this, when people call you on the phone or when they text you, right? This is for anybody that catches this later or now. I'm not minding the numbers. The numbers been all over the place on this platform. Not minding it. I got to keep doing what I do and let that drive that's been in me telling me things that I'm going to do it. People that are gone and deceased when they were still living, I remember them telling me stuff. So I'm doing more with what I was told and more with what I was showed. Everything's an experience to learn from. That's how I see it. When is the last time somebody called y'all on the phone and it was for something good for you? Didn't involve them, didn't involve nobody else. Just has something for you. Text you or called you and had something in mind for you. Because they already know what you like, not just what you don't like. Because they want to brighten your day, not just their day. Most of the time, it's not like that. Anyone that's reaching out is reaching out because they want you or need you. It's like this. That's why sometimes I look at my phone and be like, oh, okay. My phone is peaceful, though. I had to find peace. It took a while, but I found the peace. I found it. And y'all can too. Right now, we're moving into a different era with the universe and with astronomy, which I'm going to be talking to y'all about. There's been changes with the moon. They're not telling us, but I see it. And I'm going to tell y'all what I'm seeing. And I'm going to show y'all where I'm getting this information from, because it has an effect on us too. Whatever's going on up in space has something to do with us too. Don't ever think that we're so detached. Don't ever think you can't learn about space. They just want you to think that it's just too smart. It's too much intelligence. We'll break now because you hiding too many secrets. And anything that Kiy wants to know, she's going to manifest and elevate her way of thinking, and she's going to find out. And then she's going to come tell her peoples. How about that? Because I've been learning things and I kept it to myself. But now seeing YouTube has a growing platform too, I can share more here. And that's what I'm going to do. So I appreciate y'all joining me with this too. But to me, it's about, I've said this a few months back, we are in an era of selfishness. We have to learn to be more selfless. That's why when people come through, I be like, I tell you, I don't be like, yo, go run and get friends or make sure you stay in the clique or It would be nice if we could do that too. But you got to know too that there's a spiritual war going on and there's a racial war going on. Okay. You're going to have to deal with a lot of the war on your own. You can have your friends, you can have your little cliques or whatever you think are your friends and family. There comes a time in our life and it's going to come through different phases. It's going to be you one-on-one with whatever the problem is. You can't call somebody for this. You're not even going to want to. You can't text somebody, what should I do? Deep in yourself and find that answer right there. If not, somebody else might snatch it from you. I'm tired of walking around feeling vulnerable. People take advantage of that. You just be walking. People want to stop you. Oh, what's going on? I don't know. You come into my miserable world. I don't want to be over there. So many people are miserable. I took a ride through the city recently. Somebody was sitting like this. Somebody else was sitting like that. I said, everybody looks depressed because they are. The CDC.gov, the other health website too that I frequent, they're showing that depression is so far out the roof, it's crazy. So that's why I draw back to my point. We got to live our lives. Whatever you're sad about, you're going to have to shake it off. Somebody just passed away. I get it. You still got to live your life. Have your time to grieve, but take more of the time out your day to think about what you can do for you. Pamper yourself sometimes. Part of that isn't getting with a whole bunch of people unless it feels right. But I'm telling you, when you're in your darker time, you got to figure it out on your own. We can't keep going to certain family members and certain friends because they've been leading us astray all this time. What you think is going to change now? It's 2024 and it's been a year of independence. You have to mark your independence. Don't be thinking that people are out here because they really care and want to help you. People are out here for themselves, and it's been this way for some time now. Ain't nobody thinking about nobody else. Nobody's thinking about your ass. I don't care what that person is saying. That's why when I come on here a year ago, I said, when is the last time somebody called you up or text you and it was about you? not about what somebody said or what you got to prove, about you. How you doing today? Let me know when you want to go eat, because I know your favorite spot too. They got something going on new too. Let me know if you want to go check it out. And they don't want to sleep with you. When the last time somebody said, let's just go out and enjoy ourselves, and they didn't do it because they want to bring you somewhere and ask you something to bring your ass down. That's a lower vibration. A lot of us family members, friends, they're on a low vibration. We got to stop feeling like we got to get down there with them because we genetically tied and stuff. So we got to go through this together. When I stoop down for someone, even here on YouTube, that means you want to come back up with me. When I do this, that's reaching my hand down so that you can get pulled up too. I'm not high enough yet, but I still would like you to see at least sort of where I'm at. I reach down like this, not because I'm going to let you pull me down with you. Most Americans and other people too around the world are depressed. I'll say it. You're sad. You're lonely. Majority of people that come through my channel, some of them are sad. They've been lonely. And I don't care if you got a spouse. I don't care if you have a partner or nothing. You still feel lonely because you're not getting what you want out of life. And we've been going through a phase on our planet where it's been a wave and it's attacking your finances. Not just your heart, your pockets. There's demonism going on and it's here to take you down, and it's so easy to give up. I'm tired of paying. I'm tired of this. I can't do this. I can't do that. This isn't working. That's not working. You get depressed. But when you get depressed, you may feel like, well, it's just my own burden. Because other people are around you. Miserable people have an urge to pull people in. Depressed people kind of want people to go away, but then some depressed people want you to come be depressed with them. They're not looking for help. They're looking for company. Watch the company you keep. And if you're not, you ain't going to really be around me. You get so far as this YouTube screen and that's it. I get messages that I try to send y'all, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. But I'm never going to let y'all pull me down nowhere. Some of y'all may be more elevated than me. I'm looking to become higher elevated too. So that's why I invite y'all to share your thoughts of what I'm doing on here. Share your thoughts. I'm not looking for echo chambers. Some things I speak on, I'll be wondering where y'all be getting y'all information from though. But that don't mean I'm looking for an echo chamber, but I know I'm right. So some of that be feeling different. I'm like, what are you talking about? I use research and experience, so I try to get it from every angle that I can to get it right, like a porn star. So sometimes that's the best way to do it. Wanted to talk about that because that's some of our darker times, is when you lose someone you loved or that you cared about. It's different, right? And depending on how well you knew the person. But I swear, in the past years, I see and I hear just with the funerals. I don't know how your other funerals are, but with the Black ones, it's like it's a competition. I don't know. I love my people though. Yeah, I know when I talk about it, I may say I have something to say, but I ain't sitting here trying to stun on them either. I am who I come from, and I love it. Y'all got to get on board with that more so that you can seek your higher levels. You got to raise yourself up. We're not the worst people in the world. We're the first. Melanated people are not the worst in the world. They're the first people in the world. So just keeping that in mind too. Where are we at with time? Absolutely. So that's what somewhat wanted to bring in and just kind of talk about, because I know throughout pretty much of my life, I felt I owed somebody something. I always felt like I like helping people, and I'm still like that now, but I had to close my heart down a little bit. And when you live in New York or where you're from, you're going to have to close it down or somebody going to close it for you. So being that I'm not in the South where I always felt I belong, because I always felt like I'm a city girl with a country heart. So I'm different. My hospitality is different, than my surroundings. But you end up getting molded and shaped so that you can survive and live and be aware wherever you live. So it doesn't always matter where you're from with certain things, but in a lot of ways it does. It strengthened me, so I use that. I don't feel like I'm so small You know what I mean? Not just my petite size, but me in this big old world. I know I do have a voice, and I just want to share it because I know some people have been listening. So if this message reaches you, then that's good, because I believe it was meant for you. You're not obligated. I had to tell people that they had to stop doing what they were doing. Is this affecting me? When people don't, you can get your invisible scissors and cut them off. You can go to your phone and do what you need to do. Do what you need to do for you. I don't believe in blocking people on my phone nor on here on YouTube. If I had to block someone, it's because I really had to. And I don't like feeling like that. And it's not even guilt. It's just, dang, couldn't we have worked this out? I live so guilt free now. I feel good. I'm free. I don't have to pass away to be totally free. When you pass, people be like, oh yeah, no more pain. Oh, now you're free. Now you're really free. Nah, I want to be free now. I want to be free now. And I am. I had to take control over myself and my life and the people around me that were so toxic. I could go on and on about toxicity. We're a toxicologist when you need them, when you're sitting around your fake family and fake friends. You can love your family, but there's some toxic stuff that be going on amongst them. Forget voodoo, witchcraft, and all that stuff that people be talking about. A lot of us come from some of that, though. So that's why I don't fear getting to know it. And if you're new, wait till October hit. Next month, one of my favorite months. It is my favorite time. I like Halloween. I like spooky stuff. And I think I like spooky stuff because it gives me a thrill. And I've always liked spooky. Every Halloween, so many Halloweens, I was Freddy Krueger. That's my favorite. You know, I'm not a female that uses Halloween usually to show sexy sides or something. If I want to be sexy, I'm gonna just do it. Like I don't like putting a holiday out there and blaming it on a holiday. Like, oh, your ass cheeks are out tonight. Well, you know it is Halloween. Like, what does that have to do? If I feel like dressing a certain kind of way and I'm going to a certain type of spot or something, then that's different. You know, I don't like people lying, you know, or if you a hoe all year round, you don't got to act like it's your costume for Halloween. Who you lying to? Most men don't care. Newsflash. They act like it, but they'll still take you down. Okay? They'll still take you down. Girl, what you waiting for Halloween for? Blaming it on Halloween. One day Halloween gonna be like, listen, ho, ghouls and goblins, witches and bitches. Listen, pimps for the day. This is part of your whole goal in life, but you want to just, I'll leave y'all alone. But Halloween's coming up. I got some stuff planned for that. Last year I talked about witchcraft. I talked about witches, but I'm going to get a little more into witchcraft too, and how it played a role in a lot of our generational lives back many years ago. Witchcraft really originated in rebellion to slavery in America, by the way. A lot of this had to do with like supernatural. And I think supernaturally, when someone passes, and you guys might be getting that too, there's so many passings going on. A lot of it has to do with drugs. I never seen so many dumb people in my life. I know drug dealers. Y'all probably know them too. Y'all don't got to come and admit it. I know how it is. You get, oh no, that wouldn't be me. Oh. When the place you work for was founded on drug money. A lot of companies were founded on some sort of way of dirty money. So let's just stop. Even for like myself, personally, I know that I've done things in the streets myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one though to come up here and beg somebody for forgiveness or, oh, I did stuff I shouldn't have did. I committed some crimes allegedly and stuff like that. No, I don't really regret anything. I'm not a monster. I'm a businesswoman. Didn't realize I was. You got to look at whatever qualities you have or that you want to obtain and you use them. You don't look back and say, hey, I didn't do that right. You look back and say, I didn't do that right. Now let me do this though. Let me do this better. So I don't play those games. It sucks, but at the same time, nobody's forcing drugs or something on anyone unless you're Diddy. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I have my own views on Diddy. A lot of stuff he's accused of, I don't believe. So you got that choke, no joke. Chicky choke, chickity choke, no joke. Yeah, I caught the live stream I did a couple lives ago where I talked about him. I want to say too, shout out to those people that are calling Choke out because he's on some bull. I know I called it out. I'm going to call it out some more too. Probably in another stream, I may just slide some of his stuff on in there because like he likes to gather his information and come on here and just spit whatever kind of stories that's coming to him. I'm going to come with some more receipts with the information and I'm going to spit them back out. Why? Because you're not going to degrade someone further than they need to be degraded. When I see someone, they lose their case or they're doing wrong things, I don't add make-believe stuff to it. I'm not here to add on to somebody's pain or whatever they're already going through. Like, it doesn't work like that with me. All right. So that's part of why I defend my people if they deserve that that defending. So hope y'all take note of that. Excuse me. Now, like I just said about people, and you start to feel like you're on other people's time too before I go, because I have to go because apparently I'm on someone else's time, even though I told them what time. This falls right into what I'm coming on here talking about. We're going to space travel soon. I'm going to be showing y'all some things, and we're going to take a look into the galaxy, and we're going to talk about how time doesn't exist. We use time down here on planet Earth so that we can do measurements of just timelines and stuff, right? But it doesn't exist. I don't let people waste my time either. And I'm not here to waste y'all's. I don't want to ever have dead air on here. None of that. If I'm doing something in the background, I usually give y'all a visual, some music, something that you can be like, oh, okay. Just like if we chilling in the house somewhere or if we out at a hall somewhere, I want y'all to be served. I want y'all to have good food when you come here. Whatever I give you food for thought, I want you to eat good when you come here. I want you to feel good when you come here. I want you to be able to get comfortable with uncomfortable things when you come here, because you're only going to get it here from a real sister like me. I don't get embarrassed. I'm a warrior. There's certain emotions I don't have. Some of them were taken from me. Some of it was just built so much. The good emotions are built up in me to use properly. But anything that's a waste, I throw it in the trash like I throw anything else that's wasteful. I'm not here to be better than nobody. None of that. Well, actually, I am. I want to be better than other channels. So if I seek to be better, I'm going to be better, because then you're going to have better production. You're going to have better information when you come here. I want when people see that I did a live, or maybe I did a video or a short, you want to see it. I want you to feel like you missed something, because you did. You did miss something. But I appreciate y'all. This is Kiy NY007. Just want to talk about some things. Just be mindful of the company you keep. We are not obligated to keep anyone in our lives. Once you get a certain age, you make your own decisions, and we get that. But when, as adults and everything, it's free for all. It's free for all. Or you want to be mindful of who you have around you. I've been around people where they've been left, but I still feel a nasty aura left behind. That changed me. I don't want to be like that person, so you got to watch what they rub off on you. When I studied crime many years ago, we talked about how things rub off. We always exchange with each other. You can hug someone. You can walk by someone. Do you realize that fibers always exchange? If they were to find one of our bodies somewhere or clothing, they can pick stuff off and know who you were around, who you exchanged clothing with. Fibers with. It's the same thing with energies. We got kinetic energy in our spirits. It's all has its purpose and it all has its place. I don't let anyone force themselves on me. But I did have something planned, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to be right back in my own zone. Why? Because I'm not going to stay around toxic energy, confusing energy, energy that makes me feel different and it don't feel right. You could be my mother. You could be somebody I knew all my life. You don't feel right around me. Sometimes there's a guy touching on some kids and you don't know what it is, but something don't feel right. You don't have to explain it to nobody. You get the heck away from that person. I get energies when I go outside, and sometimes I feel so overwhelmed that I want to run back in the house. I can't wait to get back in my house because that's where it's most peaceful at. I hope your houses are peaceful. There's people that are coming to disrupt the peace in your house. But like Brother Joe Dub told me, he said, Kiy, can't nobody do nothing. You don't let them. I told him when I come on camera, I feel like y'all just be just taking. I'm giving so much. I'm already giving. Like my sister told me, you got it going on, so give some. Stop thinking, second thinking stuff and thinking that you come on. And I needed that. And I'm here to give that to sisters too, because you're going to need it. I don't care how much confidence somebody put in you. You're still going to need some more. There's people that have affected me on here on YouTube in a bad way, but most of y'all affected me in a good way. Yes, exactly. Shout out to y'all too. I see some more new people in here too. I wish I didn't really have to go so right now, but I've got to go. But we'll be back. We'll have some more conversation. So open chat room. I don't have moderators. I want people to feel comfortable. Now, it may not always stay that way, but I'm just saying you're going to be good in here. So we can talk about a lot of stuff. I want to talk about things nobody else is really going to talk about. We'll do that here. And we're going to gain from that together. I'm not here to just gain. I've never been really a gain person. But I want to obtain more information. That what motivates me is that some of y'all be coming in and y'all be sharing with me. I can't ask for no more than that. That's it. That's all I ask is for participation on my channel. That's it. Any support or any other like donations or anything like that, that information is on the channel. So I just want to share some things with y'all, and I invite y'all to share with me. Not always that comfortable doing it, but I do my best, and I'm gonna get better with y'all. All right. So that'll be all for now. Watch the company you keep. And even in your darkest hour, don't be surprised in demons that's going to try to come for you. But guess what? They ain't going to win. Not if you don't let them. All right, y'all. No, I don't have Instagram. I'm only on here. I may look into some other forms of social media, though. I do want to do that, y'all. All right. And I'm working on my camera angles. I like the background. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got some stuff going on, okay? All right. All right, but thanks for coming through, y'all. And I'll be back one of these days or time soon. This is Chocolate Sundays with Kiy NY007. Talk about astros, which is astronomy and astrology. Talk about some things that do with intimacy, a little bit of relations type of thing. We talk about spirituality, which is the energy, whatever you see yourself as. We're going to talk about that, okay? And the community, us, the inner community, sometimes inner areas of urban inner areas, things like that. We're talking about that. Thing to do with my peoples that are important. Because otherwise we'll just be talking about celebrities all day. I don't care what they're doing. I'm living my life. Y'all living y'all's. We just want to live our lives better. So let's give each other that feedback and back and forth so our energies get strengthened. That's what it's about. I give a crap. I care. All right, y'all. So thanks. I appreciate y'all coming through. And that's all for now. Peace. I know I said it already, but I'm Kiy NY007. Nice to meet y'all.